What's up, guys? Hey, this is Darian Terry. Welcome to another episode of FightCast. Oh my gosh, so much craziness has actually evolved, went on in the world. First of all, I want to go ahead and start off with the massive ass beating that went ahead and that took place. Oh man, this was a monstrous beatdown. That's something that would happen inside of a street. Daniel Cormier and what he did to Derek Lewis. It was just catastrophic. Um, I hope viewers' discretion was advised before people watch that ass beating. It was horrific. And when I say that it was horrific, I mean it was like you just wouldn't expect it to be that big of an ass beating. You would think maybe he'd put up a fight because he was so much bigger and because he's that heavyweight. No. Skill shined through. The skill level shined through phenomenally. And that's the thing. He just took everything away from him. Everything that he could possibly do. He made him look like a fourth grader on the ground. Just like a toddler. I mean, it was just ugly. How did it get that ugly? The takedowns, the ground and pound, everything. It was just, oh man, it was catastrophic. Something you just wouldn't want to witness. DC has tremendous ground and pound. Tremendous. His grappling, his ground and pound, it's just ferocious. And I would hate for anyone to get caught under that. Anyone at heavyweight to get caught under that. Anyone. So that was crazy. Obviously, so there's been a lot of fights that went and taken place. And I just wanted to talk about that because that was so silly. Okay, that was just so ridiculous. Rafael dos Anjos, man. Man, he took a vicious ass beating by a wrestler. That should not have gone down. If you go ahead and you think about that, Rafael dos Anjos was the world champion at 155 pounds, and just beat the hell out of everybody getting there. I mean, here's the thing is about it. He's never really done well against wrestlers. When he had to go against Khabib at 155 pounds, he got mauled. When he had to go against Colby Covington, he got mauled. I mean, absolute maulings. Okay, and so what's going to happen when he goes against wrestlers? Even though he has good wrestling too, he has good takedowns. He showcases takedowns a lot against Nate Diaz. He was fucking Nate Diaz up. He was taking him down and he was kicking him and beating him up. But he was going against a guy that wasn't a wrestler. Once he went up against a wrestler, we saw his wrestling game neutralized, and we saw what would happen if you attacked him and you were a good wrestler. You were going to the ground. And that's the crazy part about it. He got mushed, okay? Like completely mushed. It was terrifying to watch. I couldn't believe that the mushing was that horrific. And so, what I'm saying? And that's the thing. But it's going to happen that way. You can't let yourself get mushed like that by wrestlers. The thing is about it is their know-how is so much higher than yours is. Their know-how is just so much. So he just, even though he was wrestling, he was grappling, when you go against a guy that's been doing it for that many years, it's just hard to keep up. It's just hard to keep up. I mean, even in stabilizing positions, it's just hard to keep up. It's crazy. And so we saw that. We saw what happened. I don't know. Here's the thing. We're going to look at this because obviously I want to go and look at I want to see the welterweight rankings as of right now, in the UFC. Because when you think about that, you look into a lot of greatness right here. So, we're going to go ahead and get into all this. And you know what, guys? Here's the crazy thing about it. All right. Oh, I'm going through this real quick. They got the overalls, but I want to go to we're going to go all the way here. I got the overalls right here. Okay, welterweight. Oh my gosh. All right, so number one right now, obviously the champion is Tyron Woodley. We got number one, Colby Covington. Kamaru Usman has moved up to number 2 in the welterweight division under Darren Till at number 3 and Stephen Thompson. Here's the great thing about this whole ordeal. Now we got the likes of Ben Askren go ahead and coming over to the UFC. He's going to be going up against number 6 Robbie Lawler in January, February. We know that Robbie Lawler is not a wrestler. I do think he has great takedown defense. We saw that against Johnny Hendricks. I do think that he has great takedown defense. I don't know what's going to happen, though, if he has to grapple the whole all 25 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen. If he has to grapple a whole 25 minutes, it could get ugly. Okay, so that's the thing. And so I don't know if that's the greatest matchup for him. But I do think that Robbie Lawler has a chance. I do think that he has a really good chance of just knocking Ben Askren out. I do think that he can come in there and he just needs to go and have a camp filled with wrestling. A camp filled with the greatest wrestlers. I don't know what gym he's at right now because he left AKA American Kickboxing Academy. But whatever his gym he's at, here's the thing: he's got the money to go ahead and pull in the greatest wrestlers. He can pay them to train them. They're going into this fight, and this is 3 months away, and so he has plenty of time to go ahead and get the greatest wrestlers in. Go to a gym that just has fucking astounding wrestling. Literally, just has astounding wrestling. Okay, so he go back to AKA. He go AKA California, train up there with Khabib. He could do a lot of things. I think if he went to AKA and trained with Khabib and Khabib, Daniel Cormier, trained with all of those dudes, Cain Velasquez. If he's over there training with real strong-ass wrestlers, I think he'll be fine. But here's the thing. He needs to train really strong wrestlers, people that can fucking crush pumpkins and shit. All right, I like crush volleyballs in their hands, crush apples. He needs to train with beast in wrestling. I mean, and so I think that would be a great camp. But he's got to find a camp with Olympic level wrestling. If he wants to beat an Olympic level wrestler, Ben Askren is an Olympic level wrestler. He's an Olympic level fighter. All right, if there's fighting in the Olympics, he'd be in the Olympics for fighting just because of his wrestling, just because of his grappling. All right, same way Khabib. He'd be in the Olympics for fighting just because of his grappling. Okay, and he showcased great stand-up in his last fight against Conor McGregor. So, you have those things going. Let's look at that lightweight picture here. We got Kevin Lee going against Aliquina. I don't know about you. Got number 4 going against number 8. I don't know about that one. Here's the reason why I don't know about it. I think that Aliquina has not been wrestling enough for Kevin Lee, and Kevin Lee's wrestling has evolved. I think it's going to be way too much for Aliquina. He's got a lot to prove in this fight going against a number 4 opponent. He's done a lot. He has a great body of work. Okay, Aliquina does. But he got mauled against Khabib. I mean, it's great that he won all 5 rounds, and he was getting some punches in at the end, but it was a vicious mauling in the first and second, and even the third round. I mean, it was vicious. It was terrifying, man. And Kevin Lee, the way he beat up Edson Barboza, he just mauled him. He finished Edson. Khabib didn't even finish Edson. Okay, of course, Edson finished himself just by getting beat up like that. But that's the thing. Kevin Lee was able to just maul him. He mauled Edson. And so him and Khabib, it will be a strong case of who's able to take who down. But at the same time, Kevin Lee, Aliquina, I hope his wrestling is legitimate. Going in this fight. I hope he's trained with big old athletes. Obviously, he's over there at that gym in New Jersey with, the wrestler from Hofstra at middleweight, Chris Weidman. And so he's at Chris Weidman gym, so he could definitely train with Chris Weidman to go and get him ready. I think Chris Weidman would be perfect to train with to go ahead and get Aliquina ready for Kevin Lee. If he's not training, if Aliquina is not training with, again, big, heavy grapplers, it's going to be a non-stop ass beating for him. And so I hope he is training with these guys, literally a non-stop ass beating. Aliquina is a good wrestler. He really is. And I think he's got a lot of tricks. I think when you see Kevin Lee against another wrestler, then you're going to see like a neutralizing game. And then you get to see them stand up, and then you get to see who gets knocked out, because that's what's going to happen too. If Kevin Lee goes against Aliquina, there could be a potential knockout. So let me see when that fight's going to happen. I believe that's actually supposed to be on the next weekend's card on December 8th. Let me take a gander just to go ahead and make certain here. Keep in mind that these, I'm just fucking with you right now. I'm just doing announcing voices here, but my messages are not brought to you by the UFC gym, although they should, because I fucking work there. So yeah, I should get them to sponsor me. Yeah, I'm gonna get them to sponsor me for a podcast. That'd be fucking epic. Anyways, let me see here. I see this one, the UFC 231. When I go UFC 231, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna look at this whole card. UFC 231 looks pretty good. Holloway versus Ortega. Oh my god. When I go ahead and look at Holloway, when I look at Max Holloway, if he makes weight at 145 pounds ever again, he was the greatest at 145 pounds. Like, for him to go and knock out Holloway, also, he knocked him out, finished him twice the way he did. Finished him twice. Jose Aldo is not a little bitch. Okay, yes, Conor made him look like a little bitch, but he caught him in 13 seconds. Jose Aldo would never get caught in 13 seconds by anyone. Okay, he's too skillful. He doesn't even do that. He doesn't even come out that hardcore. He doesn't even fight like that. Okay, so it just wouldn't happen again. That happens when you get overzealous, when you get totally hyped up by people's words and you just want to knock people out. He doesn't do looping massive hooks running in. That was because of psychological warfare. So, but at the same time, though, what Max Holloway did to him twice, and so, oh gosh, open the card, damn you. All right, so Max Holloway is going to be going against Brian Ortega. Inside the main event, we have Valentina Shevchenko. You know what? She was supposed to go and fight old girl that won the show. And that girl backed out talking about health issues and stuff like that. I didn't get that one. Because that girl had no problem making weight on the show. She was literally making weight every week. And beat the shit out of people. She was good. She's good, you know. So I don't know why she's talking about she can't make weight, you know, with months in advance. I don't know about that one. All right, but okay. So then we got Joanna. I'm just gonna call her JJ. Yeah, Joanna Jacek. Joanna Young Jacek. That's what they be saying. Okay, Jimmy Manawa is also going to be fighting Diego Santos. That's all going to be on the first three fights on the main card. Then we got Gunnar Nelson versus Alex Oliveira. That's going to be jiu-jitsu versus striking. Okay, because man, yeah, Gunnar has great jiu-jitsu. He's got to take Alex down, though, so we're going to see what happens. But I think he will. I got Gunnar in that one over Alex Oliveira. Just Gunnar's capping him out. I think he'll just submit him. We got Hakeem Dawood. Oh, that boy is cold. He's going against Kyle Bochniak. That's going to be a great fight right there. Hakeem be bringing the heat, and Kyle Bochniak is a fucking monster. Kyle Bochniak was just taking... Kyle Bochniak was going against that dude. Was going against that Russian. What's that Russian's name? That Russian with all the fucking hype. He's got a lot of hype behind him. Hold on, let me see. Now I have to look up his name. Let me see. They better, you know, UFC's they're doing a whole new website and they're doing things a little bit differently. And so it's like one of those ordeal where they inside of the whole ordeal, they just changed some shit. Hold on, let me see. You can't just click in the names and go into different places. I don't like that. Let me see here. No, you can't. You fucking can't do that. Usually you'd be able to go and click on there and go inside their records. I can't believe it. But he's 8-3, not the record, but you get to see all the guys that they fought. He's 8-3. You do get to see the record, but when you go ahead and try to look at the fighters that he actually fought, the UFC goes ahead and takes that away. But obviously there's the internet, so there's other great ways of looking this shit up. All right, but Hakeem Dawood, this is gonna be a fucking awesome fight. But yes. This is going to be an awesome fight. All right. So we're going to see what happens with that one. I don't know what's going to happen with it. Here's the thing. Kyle Bochniak has a great chin. So yeah, we're going to see exactly what happens with that. Hakeem's a monster. But I'm going to get that Russian's name a little bit later. That Russian's a beast, though. We're going to go. That's the main card. Who's in the fucking prelims of that card, though? Okay. I'm trying to find. Okay, so that's our next card. Okay, prelims, though. I just want to go to that. UFC 231 prelims. If we go down to the fights on there, Gilbert Burns is fighting Oliveira Aben Mercier. That's going to be a fucking awesome fight. That's a lot of good jiu-jitsu versus a lot of good stand-up. Elias Dioro versus Eric Anders. That's going to be that's an athletic fight. Elias Diorduras or whatever. Elias Diorduras is ranked number 14. Eric Anderson is a monster. He's coming up. Jessica Ayes versus Katlin Shukakian. Her name's so crazy. Shukakian. And Claudia Gadeja is fighting Nina Ansaroff. Ooh, Claudia. Claudia's number 3. She's sexy too. Yeah, I think she's sexy. Yeah, I think she's gay. Yeah, but she's sexy though. And so Nina Ansaroff. So yes. Or the correct term is she is a lesbian. But Claudia look good as hell. I don't give a fuck what she like. She look good. All right, so let's go into here. Let's go into these rankings again. No. I want to go into forward events again. So you guys can see all this greatness or hear about all this greatness. But great fights that are definitely going to be coming up there. Oh goodness, there's so many good ones. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about next year. Oh, Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya is about to be fighting the legend. I can't believe this. Anderson Silva, dude. Like, I wish he wasn't 43 though. I wish he wasn't 43. If we were talking about a 27-year-old against a 43-year-old, he's just not the same anymore. He doesn't have that. Bam. He used to have that fucking Bruce Lee, the kind of shit that fucking Conor McGregor has. The Bruce Lee to knock you out in one punch. It faded. It faded with time. So I just don't know what's going to happen with that one. We're going to see, but that's all I can say. But yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah, UFC 231 going and coming your way, guys. This is gonna be a doozy. I get focal point on that, but I went over that one. So let's just go over this because I just want to talk about crazy matchups. All right, obviously we have that one that's going to be coming up. Daniel Cormier, should he be fighting Brock or John Jones? It's such a good question. I don't want to see him fight Brock, but I do. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see him make millions, and I want to see him fight Brock Lesnar. Because he's so big. He's such a big dude. He's such a big dude. I just want to see the fight. It just would be silly for me. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like you go fanhood when you go and get to see the stupid stuff. Because he was like 5-3 in the UFC or some shit. I mean, like literally inactive, irrelevant. All right, but at the same time, he's such a big dude. It's just so silly. At the same time, though, I mean, obviously he's going away. He's going away. That's his last fight. He's turning 40. He doesn't want to do it anymore. Don't blame him. Been an athlete all his fucking life. So DC gets to have his money fight. That's why. That's the biggest thing too. That's the biggest reason he gets his money fight. So I think that's the best way to look at things. Yeah. So I think oh man, December 29th card. Alexander Gustafsson versus John Jones. I got John Jones. Although I really do like Alexander Gustafsson, but I got John Jones, man. I got the pure athlete. I got the guy that wants to make people pay. I just see somebody with loads of potential that hasn't even been tapped into yet. I see him doing crazy things to people. This dude's a freak. And I want to see all the crazy, freakish things that he can do athletically. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. So I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to end this show right now. I am. You know why? Because I'm going to end on a great note like that. And remember that these messages are brought to you by the UFC Gym. Train differently. Also brought to you by Burger King. Have it your way. Should you have it your way? I think so. Burger King's so bad for you, though. Go to Subway and eat fresh, all right? But that would include our show, guys. Catch me again. Well, I'll be going ahead and weighing in on more fights and more greatness on the Darian Terry Show. Oh, yeah. So the greatness will be coming for you. It'll be coming for you all very shortly. Oh, man. Great cards coming our way, though. Great cards. Cannot wait. Literally.